Smash that like button for me. We got one more video after this one. So in this one, we're talking about Jeezy. He's got TM104 coming out, and he talks about being remorseful of his past, being a dealer, right? He talks about that. Then we got this paperwork with Kooda B. We'll go through that together. We never really did that before. We just talked about hypotheticals. We'll do that real quick. That could be interesting. And there's also a lot of things going on. Then we got Gilbert Arenas calling out Khloe Kardashian for being a liar, talking about Tristan Thompson, just to have something to talk about. He's like he feels like I don't know if it's his friend, but it feels like that's inconsistent in throwing someone else away to further your career. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, smash that thumbs up button for good luck, guys, okay? You spread love, you get love out here. Okay, let's get into it. So, Jeezy, we know his past. He talks about it on all his albums, okay? He's open about it. Sold drugs in the past, and someone asked him a question on Twitter, and he actually answered it. I was a little shocked, but he was talking about he said, Jeezy, you were successful, doing great in life. You're doing a lot of positive things out here. Do you ever think about the people you sold drugs to and how their lives turned out? Jeezy said, all the time. That's why I'm giving all the game I can, so anybody listening ain't got to go through the same. He can't change my past, only got the future to work with. So, he's trying to be a better person. He felt like that was the only way he could make money then, it is what it is. Jeezy does do a lot of positive stuff out here. He's a businessman. He has, tons of property in Atlanta, and he's doing a lot of stuff. He's a liquor. He has part owner of that liquor. He's doing a lot of stuff, man. So anyways, that's that. The last thing we're going to do is break down this Kooda B paperwork real quick, because that's just for fun. No chill, Gilbert Arenas. Now, Khloe Kardashian, as I mentioned in the last video, was saying that Tristan Thompson wasn't making an effort to see their child, but also at the same time, she's saying, I would never hold Tristan from seeing his child. Well, No Chill Gil called out the truth. He said, oh my God, the contradiction here. You wrote last week, Tristan doesn't want to spend time with his daughter. You wanted the public to bash him for not wanting to spend time with his daughter. What you left out is he's in season. He's in a basketball season. So there's no way he can spend time with her. So you should have said, I want to fly True out to see him, and he rejected me. Because we all know you ain't letting True fly with anyone else to go see her daddy. He rejected seeing you, not seeing True. Stop using the child as a narrative to get around your ex. We get it. You still want him back, but just stop using the baby. Facts. Okay? I think he spoke pure facts there. Okay, now let's go through this Kooda B paperwork, and if you guys don't want to go through this and listen to it, you can turn off the video right now. I just gave you the news. But, so let's go through this. So the paperwork on this, and pull it up. So the charges are that an indictment came down, charging him with assault of a dangerous weapon, aid of racketeering conspiracy, the conspiracy to commit with the same violation, blah, 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 crime and violence, abetting the same charge, faces the maximum sentence of life in imprisonment with mandatory minimum of 10 years imprisonment, okay? So, no condition, appearance required. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This is right before they nabbed him. So Mackenzie is charged with violating, the code 18 USC. And all that stuff is like gibberish, right, to me. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. Then it says, under that statute, the court presumes that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the appearance of the defendant for the safety of the community, blah, blah, blah. They basically want him remanded and stayed in jail. At times, however, the government retains the ultimate burden of persuasion by clear, convincing evidence, and defendant presents a danger to the community in a lesser standard personas evidence. A defendant presents risk of flight. Okay, so they don't want him to get bail. He got bail though somehow. That's what's weird. It seems like what he did, right, is just as bad as anybody else involved, but he got bail, right? And it's still the government charging him here. So then the nature of the circumstances of the defense, crime of violence, and within that involves firearm plainly weighs a favor of detention. The seriousness of the charges are mandatory minimum sentence that McKenzie faces if convicted in trial. Moreover, the circumstances of these offenses underscore the appropriate detention. Okay, here it is. The shooting of a rival gang member and rapper at the W Hotel in Times Square, June 2nd, 2018. The shooting. Although the shooting occurred approximately 4:41 a.m., the area surrounding the shooting still crowded pedestrians. The screenshot is below. Okay, so it's like, first of all, I can't believe that I mean, it was unbelievable that this actually happened, because it was like Chief Keef wasn't even a major threat. Like, he was just there. You were just trying to send a message because he was talking. So it says they have a photograph of McKenzie right there. I mean, this is the stupidest place to commit a crime. Times Square. There are cameras everywhere. You shot up the W at the Times Square. It's crazy. So through surveillance of the W Hotel, plate readers, law enforcement was able to identify the van that McKenzie and others used to travel to the scene from Brooklyn. The van traveled back to Brooklyn after the shooting, parked near the vicinity, Christopher Avenue on Glenmore Avenue in Brooklyn. McKenzie and others exited the van. Can be seen on surveillance entering an apartment building. I mean, everything's on video. McKenzie appears to be wearing the same sweater as the individual pictured, having the photograph of the pedestrian. He took a picture in Times Square. He had his photograph taken with a fan right before he committed a crime. You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, so the law enforcement has identified the individual as McKenzie. These guys are crazy, man. I mean, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's featured in videos with Hernandez. They do all the, they link all the videos. After the court is aware, Daniel Hernandez pled guilty to the shooting, among other crimes, on January 23rd, 2019. Hernandez informed the government that he offered McKenzie $20,000 to shoot the victim. McKenzie accepted Hernandez's offer and, in fact, committed the shooting on the morning of June 2nd, 2018. According to Hernandez, the next day, June 3rd, Hernandez and Kafino Jordan met McKenzie in Brooklyn. Although Hernandez initially agreed to pay McKenzie $20,000, Jordan counted $10,000. See, I don't know how they met, because I remember around that time it happened, and he was on TMZ with somebody talking about it. I don't think he was even in New York then, so that this doesn't even make sense. Remember 6ix9ine when that happened? Wasn't he in California? I remember that. So anyways, he told McKenzie, okay, so Jordan counted out $10,000 and didn't even give him his full $20,000. So do you think McKenzie, do you think that he's going to be loyal to Shotty after he shortchanged him for a crime that's could put him away for life? The circumstances of the shooting itself are incredibly troubling, blah, blah, blah. The weight of the evidence. McKenzie is overwhelmingly supports detention. Okay, so they're talking about like keeping him here. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here's it. McKenzie's phone was identified through the subpoenas. In addition, detail further receive a prison call from an inmate housed in This is insane. So these kids don't realize that all those jail calls are recorded, right? So it says McKenzie's phone was turned off prior to the shooting, but it shows McKenzie traveled from Brooklyn to Lower Manhattan prior to the shooting, right? So they have the whole phone call too. So they talk about him getting paid $10,000 for it, and that he said on the phone with an inmate, he said, "I'm about to link up with my son Bix in a little while," and provides a corroboration for Hernandez's account of meeting McKenzie. Blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, I just lost the thing. Okay, so here it is. Boom. All right. So, okay, here it is. Although the defendant has a limited criminal history, his involvement in a violent gang is an important characteristic of the defendant. For the court insider, McKenzie is an associate of 9 Trey, blah, blah, blah. He was, let's see, look at the news. Okay, here. McKenzie touts his allegiance to Gorilla Stone Bloods and states, "This gun on my hip. Don't do it, slow it down, take a walk." Oh, this is his, lyrics. You gotta be kidding me. So your lyrics could be used against you. June 5th, 2018 call. Individual, I put my hands on some op. All them op is in the building. I'm surrounded by these dudes. Mackenzie, word, you at the crib? What crib you in? Individual, I'm in the whole new building right now. I'm in the 5 building. Mackenzie, don't let nobody rock you to sleep. Individual, nah, that ain't happening. I'm popping first, you heard? Individual, what's up with the woo bag? Individual, still ain't do it yet. Complete? Mackenzie, alright, I got you, bro. On gang. Individual, I heard 6ix9ine got them violated too. Mackenzie said, hell no. Mackenzie, they going to get violated out here though. Individual, where, in New York? Mackenzie, yep, I'm going to violate them. So their phones were tapped. I mean, this is crazy. It's clearly troubling that Mackenzie is talking about committing another act of violence shortly after committing this shooting. Then they describe that he's a danger to the community, and obviously he got bail, which is funny. And talking wasn't needed, allegedly. So they didn't, Tekashi didn't even have to say anything, but he cooperated. Now, you never have to cooperate with these guys. They already know everything. They wouldn't have arrested you. The feds don't arrest people until they have tons of evidence. So, I don't know. I mean, this is the craziest thing. I keep saying that, but this is just wow. The dumb things that went on here is crazy. It's like, you got to be real dumb, man. Like, and they had OGs that were letting them do this, Like, they didn't teach them how to not, It's crazy. Well, what do you guys think about this? Kooda B's out, okay? That says something, okay? You don't just walk after shooting in Manhattan, okay? You don't, okay? All this is very telling, okay? You don't just walk. Oh, yeah, go home. This guy's, you better get on he might leave the country now, right? But yeah, I'm not wishing that on him. I'm just saying it's telling that he was able to leave and go home. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it's telling. You got to look into all that kind of stuff. It's like, It's Jordan Tower with JT News. Let me know what you guys think below. I read all the comments, and I appreciate you guys taking part in everything. I will check you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Peace.